Long ball number 2 today in Champions League action. The dynamic duo center backs for Celtic will be hosting German giants, Bayern Munich. This we saw what American that just transferred to Holstein Kiel did against Bayern Munich. John Tolkien. He had a trial by fire entering German football. And then now the Americans will face Bayern in Glasgow today, so they could be really put to the test. Hopefully, not put to the sword.
I mean, it's Bayern Munich. You would expect Bayern Munich to win this game. I think the crowd at Celtic Park will be up for it. They always are. I'm hoping for a decent showing. Right? If they ship 2 goals to Bayern Munich and maybe Celtic gets 1 and they go back to Munich down 2-1 on aggregate. I hate to say it, but it's a Pyrrhic victory for Celtic, right? We acquitted ourselves well. We didn't get blown out by Bayern. This Bayern team is a little bit confounding. Like, how good are they actually?
Sometimes they look amazing. Sometimes they look terrible.
Sometimes they look amazing. Sometimes they look terrible. Sometimes they get gifted penalties. Gifted is the wrong word. Sometimes they win penalties that boost their numbers. Harry Kane has something like 9 penalties in the league this year. I'm not even counting the Champions League. It's kind of ridiculous on that front. I mean, he's incredible, and they're going to roll him out there. And then you also have to deal with Musiala and Olise and Sane, and so it's going to be an interesting challenge. But I guess if you're Cameron Carter-Vickers or you're Auston Trusty, this is what you signed up for. You signed up for this. This is what you wanted. You didn't go to Celtic just to play against Hearts. You went to Celtic to play Champions League football, to put yourself in a shop window so that maybe, and look, it does seem like this is CCV's level. I know there was some little talk last January when Spurs was going through another center back crisis that they might bring him back. They didn't, obviously. And Auston Trusty, he goes from the Premier League. He goes from a difficult situation at a bottom feeder in the Premier League, top-level championship club, and chooses Celtic and Scottish football instead. Again, I think because it has access to the Champions League. So let's cross our fingers and our toes and, let's all say the Pledge of Allegiance and sing the Star-Spangled Banner and hope that it goes well for our boys.
Yeah, quintessential Celtic situation. Front runners in Scotland, they can handle their business against lower teams. And then once they kind of run into the elites of world football, they tend to get blown out. I think they hold one of the records for worst Champions League all-time record, something like that. They boast many Champions League losses. And then another American duo possibly in action this afternoon. Milan taking on Feyenoord.
Yeah, should we also say hi to our Mexican friends? I don't know if any El Tri fans who watch Morning Kick Around. I've interacted with plenty over the years, but Santi Jimenez is there now at AC Milan. So good for him. And they connected well with Pulisic on the weekend. Pulisic off the bench in the second half, as was Rafael Leao. So clearly Sergio Conceição was thinking about this game and wanting to put a good foot forward in Holland against Feyenoord. Feyenoord has a brand new head coach. They fired their previous manager. They've appointed Pascal Boschart. I don't know how to say that properly. It's 2 A's together. How do you say 2 A's together, Robert?
Boschart.
Okay.
Just like that.
So, it's not a great moment for Feyenoord, who's struggling in the league. It means Milan has every reason to believe they can take a multiple goal advantage back to the San Siro. I think Pulisic is going to have a big day. He always steps up in these moments. Yunus Musa has been solid. I mean, I do think that we've kind of hit a ceiling on what he could be in attacking wise, but he's a very good defender. He can push the ball forward at his feet. So there's plenty of hope there. I'm just this is a new moment for Milan. It feels like they're making progress. Conceição has brought a new energy. They won a trophy immediately after his appointment. Yes, it was kind of a fake trophy, but still they won it. And then obviously adding pieces. And don't forget, João Felix has also joined. So what will his role be? I think in the past, there was a time where if Christian Pulisic was getting regular minutes at a club, and a player like João Felix was added to that roster, you'd be like, oh no, this is bad. Christian Pulisic is going to lose out on time to João Felix. But I don't think I have any real belief that Christian Pulisic is going to suffer because João Felix is there. If anything, it might benefit him. And so that is interesting. The chat right now is going crazy trying to figure out a nickname for the Pulisic-Jimenez duo. So we've got Pulimains. Okay. All right. We'll take that from Urias.
That's workable.
Yeah. The Tariff Tandem.
I like that one.
That's tied into our current moment. Mike says Christian. Oh, I don't. That's for the Rooster. Christian Pulisic. All right, that's good. All right, maybe there's something NAFTA related. Can maybe find a NAFTA related nickname for Jimenez and Pulisic. I don't know. Well, Amex. Maybe they're just Amex because it's American and Mexican. All right. Anyway,
the duo that's purely transactional. I don't know. We'll see. And then at the end of the show, we'll come back and review all of the nickname suggestions for the Rooster,
yes.
by the way.
And thank you to the chat for calling me out. I forgot about this. Yunus Musa picked up that red card against Dinamo Zagreb and will be suspended for this game. So he is not available today to Conceição. So don't look for Yunus Musa. Thank you, Eric. But do look for Christian Pulisic. Let's move on, Rob.
Jason, how could you forget about the game against Zagreb? I mean, come on.